What is up, fight fans? Got Glove Talk here, bringing you a fight predictions for Noche UFC. We
That's
got
right.
Diego Lopez for John Silva being the headline this year for the card. Last year we had O'Malley versus Marab one, which in the Sphere, which honestly I feel like that card underperformed. So I feel like this is why this year they kind of went low key with it. I know they were trying to probably get the Volk Yair main event, but people didn't really
Yeah.
want that fight. So, but I think this is a good main event. I just think they gotta, should have did a little bit better on undercard. But we're here to give you guys our predictions, who we're gonna win, and we're gonna start keeping track of our predictions as well. Get our overall records to see how on we are. So,
Yeah.
um, let's get into it. We're gonna hop into the first fights here. We got oh shit, YouTube pull up. We have Rodrigo Santiago or Cinzanato versus Danielle Janchenko here. I think one of these guys. This was a late last second fight here. One of the guys getting
Mm.
called in here last second. He didn't even have to fight in the Dana White Contender Series or nothing. Just getting the call up here in this fight. So good opportunity for him in the first early prelim of Noche UFC to try to get pulling some of the fans that are going to be there because this is one of the cards and locations where there's probably going to be people in their seats early. So good opportunity for both these guys.
Yeah. I don't really got a. I don't really have an opinion. I'm gonna take Tonchenko just to back the Eastern European. I guess this is one of those fights got at last minute. So we'll see what we get out of it. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Donchenko here in this fight. And then we're gonna get into the next fight. We got a women's fight here. We got
Oh, it's on
Montitu.
sister.
Nah, it's not his sister. That's what people was
Yeah,
thinking.
it is.
No,
What do
it's
you
not.
mean?
That's not his
No, I'm
sister.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
I
kidding.
think we have a new youngest fighter in the UFC.
Yeah.
I think she's 18 years old. Getting
Mm.
her first shot here in the UFC against um what's her name? Hold up, Montez Rendon here. Um,
Yeah, Montserrat. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm honestly I'm gonna probably go with Montez here. Montesi here because I don't know, being 18 years old, being that young, and getting your opportunity here in the UFC might be a little too young here. In her last performance, she kind of struggled against a girl who was like 12-7 or whatever. She didn't really dominate, and she's not really like a super talented fighter like a Natalia Silva. She's like more of like a well-rounded, tough girl that she has some power. So, but I don't know. I just think that Montez Rendon, she's been in the UFC. She's a little bit older girl. I
Yeah.
think she's gonna be able to get it done here, just because of
Yeah.
Alice not being a supreme
Yeah.
talent.
No, for sure. I think with Chiwiwi pulling out because of injury, this is now the Chiwiwi replacement as the youngest fighter. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take Rendon as well.
Well, I think she's the youngest
Yeah,
fighter in the UFC
I
now.
just, I, yeah, I think yeah, I think with Alice, yeah, Alice is 19, Rendon 36. Um, if Pereira pulls it off, I mean, I'm all for a new prospect, running with it and stuff. I just that's not how it really works in MMA. Experience is a big, huge factor, especially women's MMA, where the physical playing field is a lot more level than the men's one. It's really a lot more of technique and experience than anything in the women's MMA. So yeah, I'm gonna take Rendon in that one.
Yeah, okay, I guess we're both agreeing on that one. Then going to the next fight, we have Alessandro Costa versus Eldon Correa. Um, Alessandro Costa, representing Brazil. Correa representing the United States here. Um, I don't know how I feel about this fight. I don't really know too much about Correa. I know Costa's game. He's pretty decent. He has pretty decent stand up and decent jiu-jitsu. Not that much wrestling at all. Um, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to go with Costa here just because I know more about him. But
Yeah,
Correa does look like he's game here. So
yeah, and it's a flyweight fight, so either guy is two wins to win from a title shot. At least the way the UFC works with flyweight. But no, in all seriousness, I'm probably gonna take Costa as well. Um, just because I don't really know about Corey and Costa, his game is just Costa's had. He's one of those guys that he's good. He just like he stumbles right when you think he's gonna kind of push on to the next level. And so I'll take Costa. 4-inch difference though, which at flyweight, I mean, I don't know if that'll mean anything per se because size isn't necessarily relative to height, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll take Costa on that one for sure.
yeah, Costa's got like one of those Volkanovski builds where he's like short with long arms. So the reach here
Mm.
is pretty even. So um, going into the next one, we got Zachary Reese versus one of our favorite fighters here, Boot Gang,
Yeah,
Cedric
yeah, man.
Dumas. He posted recently that he had no money. But we also know that he's got all those court cases as well. And I think he lives in Florida, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's a Florida boy,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. The law don't play in Florida, bro. Don't get wrapped up in the law. I'll tell
Yeah.
you right now in Florida.
I think he's Jacksonville. Yeah,
Yeah, did
Jacksonville.
not play, bro. And then Zachary Reese, a very heavy-handed knockout guy. Not so much technically wise, that good, but he's very dangerous on the feet just off of the power he has. So,
Yeah,
I
well,
think he
here's
beats
the.
Cedric Dumas here. I don't think Cedric Dumas is all that good. So
I mean, listen, if Cedric Dumas wins, I hope they give him a 50K bonus before he goes to jail. But listen, man,
that 50K going straight to a
no.
lawyer.
Hey, you already know the lawyer gonna call. Yesterday's price ain't today's price, man. I see what
You
you
better
did.
call Young Thug's lawyer, man.
Hey, facts, man. No, but seriously, I think here's the disappointing part. I do like some of Cedric Dumas's game. I think he has gotten better as he keeps fighting. He's just getting him in his own way. I hope he beats his demons. I hope he figures it out. But for this fight, I think Zachary Reese gets it done because Dumas is a bit chinny. Dumas does keep his chin out there a bit, does fight stiff. So, and also with all this going on, he might just run through him because he has 40 cents left in his account and like it's life or death. Or he's just probably so mentally drained that he might just get knocked out. I don't know. But I'm going to take Zachary Reese in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Dumas not really having that much for anybody technically wise. I don't even really know how. He's just a tough guy that's there. I don't know. I would say he's like a Walmart Kevin Holland, bro. Like, but I wouldn't even say Walmart. I would say motherfucking Dollar General.
Liquor store.
Liquor store,
bro.
Yeah. Gas station food. Fucking Kevin Holland. But
yeah, but gas station with like the bulletproof glass at the cashier. That type of shit.
But like gas station food, sometimes it be hitting when you drunk though. So.
Hey, listen, man. 3 tornadoes, some Speedway, bro. Some cream cheese and jalapeno.
Yeah.
Just saying, bro.
So I guess we're gonna go back to the small guys in our next fight. We got Jesus Aguilar versus Luis Garul. Jesus Aguilar is, actually he lost in his last fight. He's actually pretty good. He's pretty decent. He's not the worst fighter. He's got a pretty good stand up. He's only got one by knockout.
Lost to Esteban.
Oh, Esteban Ribovic?
Yeah.
Oh no, Esteban.
No, Rafael Esteban.
Yeah, that's not really a good loss. So and then he fought against
I like Aguilar though. He's scrappy.
Yeah, he's good, bro.
Who's
Luis Garul fought in his last couple of fights? Let's see who he's fought. Oh, he lost to
Luis Garul looks like he's 40.
He lost to Odie Osborne. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jesus Aguilar here. You know how we love Odie Osborne.
Yeah. Is he the guy that ate the knee from Odie Osborne? I think he is.
Yeah, you get clapped up by
Odie
Osborne.
Yeah, I think he's the guy that ate that knee from Odie Osborne.
You're probably trash. You can't at least grapple Odie Osborne, bro. Come on, man. The boy Odie Osborne think he good because he be
I think we're both in agreement.
Sterling, like, yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah, we're both in agreement. Jesus Aguilar.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jesus Aguilar here. You need to stop agreeing with me though. I need to have a better record than you. I'm about to switch. I bet this one's gonna be some different shit. I already know.
Well, why is this on the prelim? This next fight, I don't understand why this isn't on the main card. But go ahead.
Tatiana Suarez coming off her title shot loss. Going against Amanda Lemos, another girl who's had a title shot, but is, on a couple of losses. Or in her last fight, she's won. And Amanda Lemos, I don't know. I don't think Amanda Lemos has been the same since that Weili loss. I think Weili just beat the crap out of her, and she's kind of even small. She's small for even strawweight, which is crazy. They honestly need to make a smaller weight division for girls, honestly, like an atom weight or something, get rid of
atom weight,
get rid of the heavyweight class, or literally do a heavyweight class for girls. How would that be? Like just fat girls fighting. They make us watch fat guys fight, so why not?
Hey, listen, bring Gabby to the UFC, man. That's all I'm saying. Bring Gabby. I'll be down to watch Gabby fight.
Bring Dakota.
Also, we get to see Patchy Mix. He's gonna be cornering Tatiana.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Love seeing Patchy Mix.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Love seeing Patchy
I'm not
Mix.
gonna lie.
Yes.
Who you got? I'm gonna wait till you pick first. I feel like you just copying me, bro.
I got
All
Tatiana.
right,
I think
bet.
Lemos is
I
just
got Amanda
yeah.
Lemos because
I got
Tatiana's stand up is dog shit. Amanda Lemos is catching her. She's about to hit her with the Mackenzie Dern, bro. I'm calling it right now, bro. You think I'm bullshit? I was hoping
yeah.
you was picking. I
I
knew
know
you was gonna pick
you're not.
Tatiana.
I know you're not.
Tatiana.
I like Tatiana. I just feel like the injuries killed her. And Lemos is good. She's just 38 now. I don't know how much more she has left in the tank, but
I don't think
Patchy Mix is cornering her, so it might be. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever hated somebody else worse on the mic than Juliana Pena. Like I think Tatiana Suarez is literally worse than Juliana Pena, bro. She's like a worse version, which is crazy because Juliana Pena is like nailed on a chalkboard. It's like what? Anyway, sorry I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just
No, you're good. You're good. I was gonna say Patchy Mix and Tatiana Suarez's corner just reminds me of Pat Barry and Rose's corner. Like she did great. She followed the game plan. She okay. Anyway,
I think they had something else going on in that corner. So you got Tatiana Suarez. I got Amanda Lemos. Going into the next one, we got Claudio Puelles versus Joaquin Silva. Puelles, he's a pretty good fighter. I just don't think he's durable enough to stay in there with Joaquin Silva. I think Silva's gonna get this one done, in my opinion. But Puelles, he's a good fighter. I just don't. He doesn't pose any danger to anybody while he's in there. You know, he just shows that he's skillful, but is he gonna get a finish? Is he not really? So he's just in there for the fight. I think Silva, he's in there to try to get a finish, coming off a loss here, and he doesn't want to come off another loss because it could probably be done with his contract. You got to get some wins here. You can't rack up a couple losses in a row, or you get cut by the UFC. So I think Silva gets the win here. I don't know how he gets the win though because I'm like a lot. Puelles is tough, so I think it's gonna be a decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see, because Puelles had the loss to Farziam. Trying to remember who he fought before that. I thought he fought Bahamondes. He was supposed to fight Bahamondes before that, but
he fought Dan.
Here's the thing with Puelles, man.
He lost to Dan Hooker.
Yeah. That's what it was. I think Puelles gets the win. But if he loses, I wouldn't be shocked either, if that makes sense. Because Joaquim Silva is a durable, old durable guy, right? And those are the ones that, like, for guys like Claudio Puelles, who, I mean, he fought Farziam and then didn't fight for 2 years before that, and that was last year when he fought Farziam. So he has to get a win. Like Claudio Puelles is on that level where like he might get cut, So we'll see. I think I got Puelles. I think Puelles does pull it off, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys' latest win is Clay Guida, so Silva's been in there with guys like Armand Sarzuki and Jakar Close. So I'm gonna have to give it Silva, bro, because I think Close, he's not the best, but he's not trash. And then Armand, right. he's high level, so I'm gonna have to give it to him for this fight. Going to the next one, we got Jose Daniel Medina versus Dusko Todorovic. I'm gonna have Medina here. Todorovic is just trash. Like I don't know how he's in UFC.
What a mid fight.
I really don't know. Dude. And I don't know how they're up so high on the card as well.
I really don't. So bad.
This is probably gonna be
the feature fight. Prelim. This is the feature prelim, Devon.
It's probably gonna be the worst fight on the card, honestly.
Dog. First off, Jose Medina with the stupid hair and the stupid way he fights and the stupid way he cries about stuff and the stupid way he taunts just to lose.
Oh, he's the guy with the big ass ego and shit. That'd be fighting like he.
Yes. And then Duško Todorovic. I'm sorry, but still, again, another trash can where I'm like, okay, why is this on the card? And I get it. They want Medina to win because Latin crowd, yeah. Which, by the way, thank you, Turkey El Sheikh, because this fight was supposed to be in Mexico, and you made the call and paid the money and said, no, we're doing Canelo Crawford, Dana. Here's a couple million. Put it in San Antonio, make it a fight night, no pay-per-view, and go promote Canelo Crawford. Which, by the way, Dana announced the fighters on that card are getting a bigger bonus than UFC fighters. And people still try to argue with me that Dana's not checked out with the UFC. Anyways, back to this fight. Give me Jose Medina. I want to see Todorovic get knocked out just because his stupid head just annoys me. But yes, this just shows this is just an Apex card in front of a crowd in San Antonio. Just
Yeah,
saying.
I think this Dusko guy. I mean, he's on a 3-fight losing streak, and I'm pretty sure he's like 3-6 in the UFC. So, I mean, but Medina, he is coming off he did get fucking slept by Gutier. I forgot. He's the guy that fought Gutier.
Yeah, he's the guy that fought Tibia Gautier, bro.
Yeah, Gutier is a demon, bro. I like Gutier, but
bro, the way he flexed out, he just
yeah,
I'm like, bro,
but
different.
coming off 3 losses in a row, I don't know. I just feel like your mentality's you're pretty much donezo. I don't know, and then I don't really see no talent with Dusko, so I'm gonna have Medina 100%. Going to the next one, we got Alexander Hernandez, gassed up over his Chase Hooper win, getting a quick turnaround here against Diego Ferreira. Diego Ferreira, is a vet, a guy who's fought the who's who of lightweight, and he's put on actually like competitive fights against really good guys. So I'm going with Diego Ferreira here. I think Diego Ferreira low-key knocks him out. I think Alex Hernandez too quick of a turnaround, and too high level of a change of opponent too. You're going from Chase Hooper. You really don't have to worry about much, but the ground game, and even that, you're not gonna get hurt. You're just gonna get subbed and just tap. You're not gonna get hurt. You're not gonna get elbowed. And now you're going against a guy like Diego Ferreira, who's super dangerous, pretty much everywhere. So, I think Diego Ferreira gets it done here, and beats Alex and turns Alex Hernandez away again. And I think Hernandez needs to. I think he needs to look at going to featherweight because I just don't think he's a lightweight. So that's just my opinion.
Which is crazy because he went up to welterweight, then back down to lightweight, and like he's a tweener. That's the problem with him. I think I'm gonna take Alex Hernandez. I like him with Trevor Whitman. I think he has gotten better in his stand up. I just don't know how much better. And I think this is gonna be the one fight where we really are gonna see how much better Alex Hernandez has gotten. Because that's been his downfall is his stand up. His stand up's been terrible since he got in the UFC. Great wrestler, but because his stand up's so bad, he poses no threat, which is why he hasn't been able to execute any of the good aspects of his game. I'm gonna have faith in Trevor Whitman here, but I'm with you with Diego Ferreira. I think Ferreira is a tough fight for him, especially given he's coming off a quick turnaround on knocking out Chase Hooper, which no offense to Chase Hooper, but knocking out Chase Hooper isn't necessarily a accomplishment, I think, per se. So yeah, I'm gonna take Alex Hernandez, but just like Alex Hernandez's career, I'm totally expecting to be disappointed again. So,
yeah, well. I don't know. I just think Diego Ferreira. He's coming off a decision loss against. If he can go to decision against Grant Dawson, I think Grant Dawson's a better version of Alex. And then he also beat Rebecca. He knocked out Rebecca. Rebecca's fucking dangerous, and he knocked out Michael Johnson. So yeah, I think Ferreira's got this one in the bag, in my opinion. And I think this is actually the main prelim. So we were wrong about the last one. This is the final prelim.
Okay.
So going into the next one, we got Santiago Luna versus Kwang Lee. I'm gonna take Santiago Luna here. Kwang Lee is just another one of those. He's just another one of those tough Asian. You know how the Asian fighters fight. We all know how they fight. I'm not even trying to be racist. They all pretty much fight Korean zombie style, bro. We all know. So they pretty much don't mix it up. And the ones that do mix it up, the Tatsuro Tyros and stuff like that, look where they at. So some of them, they need to switch up how they fight. Some of them just be too heavy with just going into a brawl. They can switch it up, get into the grappling, do what the Japs are doing, bro. The Japanese, they're damn near the best wrestlers out here right now.
Yeah, no, I like Luna a lot. I think he's a good prospect. I'm excited to see what he does as his career goes on. I do think it's a good test. I think it's a good test to see what he can do with a guy that is going to be tough to put out, I think. The Asian fighters, especially the Chinese ones, man, they're like made of steel. Like you have to choke them unconscious like a Hamza did to Jing Liang, like it's like that type of deal. But I like it. I think for Santiago Luna, it's a good step up in competition. It's a good platform as well. Main card, UFC Noche, big in the Latin market, Santiago Luna is, and potentially can be even bigger if he keeps winning fights. A good weight class for him to do it too, a bantamweight. I'm gonna take him. I like him a lot. Hopefully he doesn't disappoint me. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it's his first fight in the UFC actually. Santiago Luna. I don't think he has a fight in the UFC
Mm.
yet. Um, but I don't
Yeah.
know Lee though. I'm looking right here. He has a submission win over Bolaños, the fake Ilya Taporia. So that might be saying something there. Homie do be looking like Ilya, bro. But anyways, going into the next one, we got Fat Kevin Gastelum going back to middleweight, fighting Dustin Stolfos. Um, I don't know Dustin.
Brother.
I think he missed weight too. I seen that he missed weight by 5 pounds.
Stolfoot? No.
No, Kevin Gastelum missed weight by 5 pounds.
Yeah, he missed by 6 pounds. He has to get 25% of his purse to Dustin Stolfoot. He weighed at 191. This man used to fight at welterweight.
I think he still wins the fight though.
I think so too, just because it's Kelvin Gastelum. For all the new people here that
Look at
just
that
start
body
watching
type.
UFC.
Holy shit! Look at that body type. Jose, stand up right now. I need to see the comparison. Stand up right fucking now. Pull that fucking beater.
What?
Okay. I was making sure you didn't have the Kevin Gastelum. We just making sure you didn't have
No,
the Kevin Gastelum going on.
no.
Okay.
No.
You
I'm working on it.
pass.
No.
You pass.
Yeah. Bro, here's the thing with Kelvin, and people don't know this, like looking at him now and stuff. This guy almost murdered Adesanya. Like, people forget that fight. And that's a frustrating part with Kelvin Gastelum. He's so good. He always has been. He just can't make weight, and he can't pick a weight class. I love him. He's one of the OGs of MMA and the UFC and stuff. One of those Lobo guys, a fan favorite. But geez, dude, like lay off the food. Off the food, bro. Like, you went up to middleweight and you still can't make middleweight. Are you kidding me? So Dustin Stolfoots, I'm surprised he's still alive after a boost like kicked his teeth out. But I'll take
him.
Kelvin. That was him. Yeah.
I think Kevin knocks him out, honestly. I think Kelvin knocks him out.
I think so too. Kelvin's tough, man. Kelvin even overweight. Listen, he's fighting in front of the Mexican crowd, so he's gonna go off. So I got Kelvin. Please, brother, get a nutritionist. You've been in the game long enough to afford one. Like,
God, yeah, be
anyway.
a little I seen he was training at in Thailand too. Like, come on, man. How you fat in Thailand, bro?
Well, everything's cheap over there. That's why.
Yeah,
he was probably going crazy with the food. Yeah.
In the next fight, we got Rafa Garcia versus Jared Gordon. A lightweight fight against two vets here. Two guys that are both pretty good here. Jared Gordon, probably a guy that's been robbed the most in the UFC ever, besides Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo's probably number one. I'd say Jared Gordon's number two, and that's within the last 5 years. So it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 years. So I think Jared Gordon gets it done here. I think Jared Gordon's really underrated. He's not really super good, but I definitely think he needs to win this fight and probably look to get a ranked fight next. Just because he deserves it, because he's been, we all know he probably beat Patty there. I know I scored it to where I think, if you give it to Patty, I wasn't too mad about it. But, if you're looking at it, how we looked at scoring back then before they were too damage heavy, because I was back before it was like super heavy on damage. Probably give it to Jared Gordon for control, because he had more control. But Jared Gordon, winning this and getting a top 15 fight.
Yeah, no, I like Jared Gordon a lot, man. His story is amazing as well. Him beating drugs and then becoming a professional mixed martial artist, fighting in UFC, man. And he's fighting good now. He's been a lot better than he was beginning his career. I think he's on that old man run where he's kind of making a final run towards the rank fight. So you were saying and stuff. So I like Jared. I'm gonna take Jared in this fight. I'm rooting for Jared, man. Just in life as a fighter, and he's shown he can fight well. Again, he's not amazing in anything. He reminds me of like an Ally Akinta. When Ally Akinta went on that run where he ended up fighting Khabib, where Al was just kind of like an underdog guy that just was tough, was durable, didn't do anything stupid in the octagon, just kind of fought solid, but wasn't great at anything. So, and that's nothing against Rafa Garcia. I don't know, man. A guy like Jared, you can't put him out. And I think Rafa's the kind of guy that thrives on looking to get a guy out. So we'll see. But I got Jared.
Going into the next fight, we got Rob Font versus David Martinez. Filling a replacement fight here. This was supposed to be Carlos Rosas Jr. getting his first big shine fight.
Supposed to be who?
Carlos Rosas. Raul Rosas Jr. I said Carlos Rosas Jr. Bro, I be
You said
mixing names. I
Carlos,
used to
bro.
be so good with the names, bro. The names get mixed up now because there's just so many people getting funneled in now.
Yeah, no, for
I
sure,
want to
for
know what their
sure.
roster
Chewiwi.
quantity is because their roster has to be fucking way bigger than what it used to be. I swear.
It's up at like 300 now. It's insane.
But
It's
anyways,
insane.
I
Yeah.
think Rob Font is too big of a step up for anybody on a short notice. Besides Diego Lopez. Or no, that was Dan Ige, so never mind about that. I think Rob Font, he's turned away a lot of high level guys like Adrian Yanez, stuff like that. So I think he can handle Dave Martinez and get him out of there. But it doesn't really do nothing for him. So
Yeah, I think for Rob at 38, he's got to win this fight. And it's not a. It's just with Rob. Like we saw the Sandhagen fight, the injuries have been there. His ground game is very limited. He's shown that. And he's getting older, so he has to win this fight if he wants to keep getting co-main events on fight nights, right, and ranked fights and all that. And for Dave Martinez, a good step up. I like Dave Martinez a lot. I'm gonna take Dave Martinez. I think this is the perfect time for him to take a fight like this on short notice and kind of show up on the show the crowd like this is who I am, right? If he gets through a Rob Font, a veteran, a guy that's known for having one of the nastiest jabs at bantamweight, great boxing. I mean, it's a good statement. I'm not saying it's top 5, top 10 fight worthy, but it's a good step up though for sure.
yeah, I mean, I will say this too. I mean, Rob fought. I think since Figueiredo fight, he has seen him take a little bit of step down, but I still think he's still got them hands. And this is the co-main too.
Yep.
So what the fuck? See, this card is shit. This card is absolute shit. This card is fucking shit, bro. Holy. Anyways, going to the main event here, we got Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva. Diego Lopez, man, sold me on that Volk fight, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't even know if I'm still a Diego Lopez
Sold us
fan,
both.
but next
Sold us
time you have
both, bro.
somebody running away, holding one eye while it's closed, how about you go and try to throw some shots to finish him? Not saying you're gonna get Volk out of there, but at least try. Don't that's not the time to reserve your energy. But anyways, and Gene Silva getting a big step up, like huge step up fight here after going against Bryce Mitchell in that in that Charlie back and forth that they had. But this is a big step up. I think Diego Lopez is high class, high level, and he's a guy who could be the champ right now. If he makes a couple different decisions in that fight, he could easily be the champ right now. And I promise you, Volk doesn't really want to rematch this guy. So, and Volk will probably tell you that straight up. So, I don't know. I think I got Diego Lopez here because I just see you got the fight with Mozart, you got the fight with Volk. Gene Silva, yes, he's very dangerous, but I just haven't seen him too much on the ground and grappling with a guy who I feel like Diego Lopez, if it gets too dangerous, he could just, take your back for a whole round, and win rounds that way. This is a 5-round fight
absolutely.
as well. He was able to go 5 rounds with Volk. So, but Gene Silva, I think he's very dangerous. So, I could definitely see him catching him with a body shot or something, but I just have to see more. So I'm going to go with Diego Lopez with the safe pick here. But I do like Gene Silva, and I think if he shows me here that he can beat a guy like Diego Lopez, I do think he's probably the next champ. So,
yep. And I think, one thing I've heard people talking about going into fight week, like Gene Silva beating Bryce Mitchell, right? And I don't want to sound too negative here, but let's be honest, beating Bryce Mitchell, what is that really worth at featherweight? Bryce Mitchell is a guy who started off strong, but that run that he had, Ilya, Josh Emmett, Gene Silva, like it's just Dan Ige, him beating Bryce Mitchell, who has no stand-up game, mind you, the way he did, it was flashy, it was good, it was a good win, but now you're stepping up to Diego Lopez, who was way up here featherweight, out of nowhere. Like Diego Lopez, you and me remember the Mozart fight. That was insane.
first fight in UFC.
Right. We remember the Ortega fight. We remember even the Volk fight. He hung in there for a while. I thought he could have won. He honestly could have won. And then he just again, he got out-techniqued and just shut his brain off and said, I'm not going to attack. But that's my point with Diego Lopez. He's huge for featherweight. That's the other thing. Diego Lopez is huge, which is insane that you have a guy that big of that weight class who can also grapple from the bottom. Like, he's just so good at There is no flaws in Diego Lopez's game. The only flaws that he has is his execution. That's the frustrating part I have with Diego Lopez. That's why, again, Gene Silva can catch him, but the way Gene Silva fights, it plays into a lot of what Diego Lopez likes doing. He likes guys that open up. He likes guys that kind of invite a scrap and invite, you to just throw, because Diego Lopez's boxing is so crisp that his guard stays up even when he's putting it on you. If it goes to the ground, he's the bigger guy putting you against the fence. If it goes to the ground, he's also the guy with the better jiu-jitsu who can catch you in positions that you thought you were safe in. So, again, I'm going to take Diego Lopez. Again, Gene Silva can definitely catch him. Great story. He's been crying a lot this week. He's always crying for some reason.
Most bipolar fighter ever, bro. I swear to God. Let me be crying he'd be crying on the walkout, then barking in the cage, and then laughing during the fight. Like, this dude just be all over the place, bro.
Yeah, and meanwhile, then you got Diego Lopez, who has the worst barber on God's earth. And his tattoo artist is definitely friends with Carlos Prates' tattoo artist as well. But I mean, it's still, I think Diego Lopez wins this fight. Again, you got a Brazilian who thinks he's Mexican versus a Brazilian on a Mexican themed card. So, it's
We'll get Canelo Terrence Crawford though.
Yeah, which
we can get into that too.
Now that we close with that, now we have at Allegiant Stadium, one of, if not the biggest boxing fight since Mayweather-Pacquiao. Probably even bigger than Mayweather-Pacquiao, all things considered, with how long they had to wait for that fight and the injury and stuff. Terrence Crawford, undefeated, 42-0 Terrence Crawford, moving up 2 weight classes for this undisputed super middleweight title against 68-2 Canelo Alvarez. The two, Floyd Mayweather.
63-2.
63-2. The two is Floyd Mayweather when he was 23 years old and Dimitri Bivol up at light heavyweight. This fight is insane. For all the things you can say about Turkey El Sheikh.
And Triple G.
Yeah, but we know what De La Hoya did with that one. I'm with you. But first off, credit to Turkey El Sheikh for all the things we could say about Turkey, is that whatever. Let's be honest, this fight does not get done without Turkey El Sheikh and his influence. That's the only reason he brought Canelo to the table. Canelo's been ducking David Benavidez. Canelo's been ducking the big fights. He got Terrence Crawford there. And here's the thing with Terrence. Terrence's list of names that he has beaten: Errol Spence, Yuriorkis Gamboa, Keith Thurman. Like, it's just, the guy is insane. And the fact that he is so strong, he can fight both Southpaw and Orthodox. He's probably the one guy that's going to be the biggest challenge for Canelo in terms of speed and in terms of his footwork compared to anybody Canelo's ever fought. It's a great fight. I love it. Now Canelo gets to show to us, are you going to go down as an all-time great, or are you going to go down as the guy who kept ducking people in his weight class and then ended up losing to a guy going up 2 weight classes? And for Terrence Crawford, it's vindication. Terrence Crawford, the fight against Errol Spence was the coming out party, even though boxing fans like me knew who Terrence Crawford was. But when he beat Errol Spence is when people realize this guy bullies people bigger than him. He bullies them. He is the best technical boxer. I don't know about
that, bro. We got to talk about his last fight. He didn't bully the guy, and that was only the 154.
It's a tune-up. And that's the thing with tune-up fights. Tune-up fights are meant to be that tune-ups for you to gradually move up in weight, know where your power and speed is at before the big pay-per-view fight. So, because here's the thing. Canelo, same thing. Canelo, when he fought Cuban boy, the black Cuban dude.
I ain't gonna lie.
That fight was horrible.
I low-key think Canelo lost that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
And then, bro, it was horrible. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's why going into this fight, Canelo has so much more to lose than Terrence Crawford. If Terrence Crawford loses this fight, he still goes down as the greatest of his weight class, right? If Canelo loses this, he loses the undisputed super middleweight title. Only one other person has held that undisputed super middleweight this century, and that's Bernard Hopkins. So, and he's fighting in Las Vegas, Mexican Independence Week. This is all for Canelo. Terrence Crawford's the B-side in this fight. He's talking shit about De La Hoya. He's talking shit about his deal with the zone and this, that, whatever. Show me something, So for me, I'm taking Bud. I think Bud pulls it off. He's not going to knock him out, but I think he outboxes Canelo for 12 rounds. Absolutely.
Dang, that's going to be tough, man. That's going to be 2 weight classes above. The last one he didn't look that good. I'm gonna have to go with Canelo, bro. He's been in there with Floyd.